Robin.
Holy hole in a donut!
Or maybe a bit more like Bert and Ernie.
Hey, Bert.
This is Luke and Lewis on Triple M Modern Digital.
Luke and Lewis for lunch on Triple M Modern Digital, also known as Bert and Ernie or Batman and Robin.
You're Ernie and Robin. Wait, I'm trying to work out who's the worst between Bert and Ernie. I'm indifferent to both. I'm more of a Big Bird man, to be honest. So.
Yeah, a Big Bird boy.
Elmo crushes them all, actually.
Yeah, that's true. I would rather be Elmo and his fish.
Welcome to the show, everyone.
You'd be the fish. we got a good show coming up because we have our very first interview. This is a show of firsts, actually.
Yeah, very first guest on the show today.
Very first guest on Triple M Modern Digital, actually. And it's also the very first Triple M Modern Digital giveaway.
Yeah.
We've got a big giveaway plan. We just...
we went down to the local op shop before the show, and boy, oh boy, did we stock up on goodies that you will love.
Yes,
maybe.
So be ready to call in because we're doing our very first giveaway. And after the break, I'm going to legitimately smash a world record because Luke Kidgell's been claiming that he's a world record holder, but he cheated. He got there by technicality. So today, live on air, I'm going to smash a real world record.
Stop shunning my mathematical win, okay?
We'll talk more about this later. All right, this is Luke and Lewis for lunch on Triple M Modern Digital. We'll be right back. It's time to expose Luke Kidgell.
Go on.
Well, okay, so yesterday you claimed that you broke a world record by dividing it, by basically cheating.
Finding a loophole.
Yeah, so
Technical
cheating,
win.
Technical win of a world record. So just explain how you achieved a world record and what your method was. The golf one.
The world record was 130. Yeah, I know. It's hard to keep track of how many records I'm going for these days.
Yeah, but, you can get a lot of world records when you cheat, ladies and gentlemen. It's actually a fascinating
method.
Try
it. So it was 133 golf balls hit in 2 minutes was the world record. I don't have 2 minutes, couldn't be bothered. Divided that by 2, 66.5 golf balls in a minute. Again, who has the time? So I went down to, I worked out 11 golf balls in 10 seconds.
Yeah. So 11 in 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Now, I actually got a message from a listener that said the world record, if the world record for golf balls hit was 133, Luke hitting 11 in 10 seconds would only add up to 132. So you actually didn't, even with cheating, you still didn't get the world record.
We actually realized this after we'd done it, and we'd already posted the video to Snapchat, and we quite literally could not be bothered to try it again. I was just like, I don't care.
Yeah, well, so I thought to teach you a lesson, Luke, I'm going to break a real world record without cheating.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. I looked up an easy
World's
one, though.
tallest comedian?
Well, I think I actually am that. Thank you very much, Michael, for playing the sound effects when nobody's ready. I've looked up the Guinness World Record for
Hang on, we were like, get a ticking noise for when the clock starts. That sounded like the Road Runner.
I didn't think that was playing to air. I was trying
Thank you very much, Michael. Most professional radio show goes to.
Yeah.
So the Guinness World Record for most star jumps in 1 minute is only 61. So
no, it's 77.
No, I've just Googled it now. It says 61.
That website's wrong.
Okay, 77. Even then, 77. Yeah. That's still easy as. I'm going to smash that right now.
All right.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, Michael, do you actually have a timer?
Can you even do a star jump in here? You'll hit the roof. You almost hit the roof anyway.
I haven't taken that into account.
Also,
actually.
what constitutes a full star jump? Do you have to clap your hands at the top?
No.
Just to make a star shape.
I've got a picture. I just have to be
make
a star and a jump.
Yeah, you're a star, mate.
I am
Go
a star.
on.
I just have to jump up and down.
All right, I've got a stopwatch ready to go. You're not going to do this.
Are
you sure you don't want to break it down and do it mathematically? Mate, trust me, it makes it a lot easier.
I'll tell you something. I'm not a cheater, okay?
All right.
Okay, you ready? Hang on, let me take my jacket off.
On your mark, he's taking this very seriously. He's standing limbo, ready to go. He's tucked the necklace into his top. All right.
Medallion.
3, 2, 1, go. 1 minute starting. Your hands are hitting the roof. Who's counting?
7.
Oh,
8.
you.
I'm counting.
Okay, Lewis is counting because I can't be bothered. All right, he's still going. He's beginning to tire. Don't worry, that's not the end.
20.
You're up to 20, and you're 15 seconds in. Oh, he's going to get it, ladies and gentlemen. I can't believe it. This is great radio.
30.
One person of the show is just exercising.
Mate.
This counts as training, which I don't like.
Well, I'm allowed to train. I just hit 40. I'm only
40, and he's halfway there. 30 seconds in, and he's 40 star jumps now, which
50.
means you're on track for 80. If you keep up this pace, you will get the world record. Who set this world record? You don't even have to mathematically...
I'm up to 60 now.
I don't think you're doing full star jumps,
Yes,
mate.
I am.
Yeah, I don't
Hang
know.
on, let me do a full one.
Yeah. Yeah. You're bringing down the roof.
4, 3.
You got 9 seconds. Keep going.
1,
Keep going.
72,
Smash it.
73, 74.
5 seconds to
75,
go.
76,
4,
77,
3,
78,
2,
79,
1.
81.
Stop.
81, ladies and gentlemen.
4. He beat it
I'm
by
actually
4.
really puffed.
As if he didn't know. Yeah. No crowd cheer. Just correct.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Live on radio, I just smashed a world record for can't even talk, but I did it, and I didn't even cheat. How do you feel, Luke?
The loophole was the person who previously set the record was probably unfit, or I don't know.
Now
you
I'm
tired?
Yeah, I'm actually
All right, well, let's
really
go to a
got
song,
me.
recuperate, and we'll celebrate over the song.
All right, this is Luke and Lewis for lunch. World record champions in star jumping. Well, just me. Luke, tell me, what stresses you out?
Like, honestly?
Yeah.
Like, is there other people like, oh, work, money, like leaving voicemails?
Just, what do you mean? Just
I had to leave one this morning with an accountant.
wait, you were planning on leaving a voice? Who plans on leaving a voicemail?
No, that's the thing. That's why it stresses me out, because as soon as it goes, hello, you have not reached, I just start stressing. As soon as it rings out,
Because you can't ever plan a voicemail.
Yeah, because
It's
I'm
always
planning.
improv.
I already improv because I always get stressed out just talking to people in general. So I'd already planned out the first 3 sentences of the phone call, and then it completely caught me off guard when it went to voicemail, and I had to leave a message. And the thing about voicemails is you only get one shot.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so
That is quite
it went,
stressful.
leave the voicemail after beep, beep, and it just went. Hey, this was an accountant, and I was like, oh, cool. So I just want to get my tax done. My name's Luke. Awesome. Okay, I'll try to call you later. All right, bye. I'm hanging up now. Okay, this is the end. And then just beep beep. That's what she's gonna hear.
Yeah, that's some hectic social anxiety. It sounds like you're dealing with not even social anxiety, just voicemail anxiety.
Yeah.
So that's what stresses you out. Well, I actually read an article, and I think I can help you with this problem because you have a few things that you do stress about. So I read an article saying an expert in stress says that there is no such thing as stress.
So explain that voicemail. Can I play him that voicemail back? And be like, you say there's no such thing as stress. And he goes, okay, hang up now. Bye. And he goes, okay, I take that back.
All right, so she says that we all need to toughen up by learning to deal with difficult emotions. But I read that and I'm like, well, hang on. Isn't stress a difficult emotion?
It's an emotional state.
Yeah, that's
you can be stressed.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I
You can be happy,
thought.
you can be sad, you can be stressed.
Yeah, but she claims that stress actually does not exist, and people who believe they suffer with the condition simply need to learn how to tackle difficult emotions, and which doesn't make sense to me. She says, when we face real problems, we feel bad. That's this. You know, she's an expert. That's an expert's opinion on that. It's a real hot take. Her advice is, stop focusing on your reactions and tackle the problem. If you can't tackle it yourself, find out who can give you practical help.
She went to uni.
Yes, yeah, and that's all
Time well
she's been.
spent.
Yeah. So what else makes you stressed? And I think I can help you with this because I'm the person who has the practical help here.
I mean, I guess you'd have to just go with like money or something, like, you know, the general stresses in life. I mean, I don't have many. Being poor, I guess.
Yeah,
I
which
think
we
it's
both
funny
are.
more than anything.
Yeah, I think that we're so poor that it's just hilarious.
I went to pay for something last night, and I was like, "Oh," she's like, "Cash or card?" And I was like, "Just cash." Open my wallet. I was like, "Oh, we're doing card." Sorry, everyone. I actually don't have that. You got to have money to pay for stuff.
Yeah, I went to the supermarket yesterday, and I was like, "Oh, I would love a chocky milk," and then the chocky milk was not on special.
Yeah,
it
you
was
just
$4
walk away.
instead of $3. So I'm like, no chocky milk for
See
Louis.
you later.
But so let me just fix this problem for you. All
You
right?
got out of there Nesquik.
That joke stressed me out. I'm like, that's the joke that gets us
Stress
cancelled.
is real.
So she suggests instead of saying that you feel stressed, go back to real words like worry, fear, tension, frustration, and anger, which is a lovely range of emotions. I mean, those really, when I read them, I'm like, that's worse than stress.
Yeah. So you fall back on your deepest, darkest fears, but don't be stressed. Is that what that's saying?
Basically, just get really angry instead.
Yeah. Stress is real. Case closed.
Luke and Lewis for lunch on Triple M Modern Digital. It is time for our first ever giveaway, Luke.
I'm excited. We had a lot, we went down to the op shop before the show. Well, we need to explain how this came about.
Yeah, so our producer, Maddie, has been hassling us to give away some prizes because obviously we need to learn the craft of radio here.
So, guys, you should put together like a merch pack or a gift pack, something really cool that people might want.
Yeah. But the problem is, while they want us to do a giveaway, they haven't given us a giveaway budget.
Yeah.
So it just has to come out of our own money.
As much as we would love to be like, everyone, look under your seat right now. If you're on the train, you've won a car. We just can't do that. We're not Oprah.
We can't afford that.
No.
So what we thought is we would compromise, and we went down to the op shop before the show, and we picked up, we had a budget of $5 each.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a $10 budget for our prize pack. And while you may not want what we've got, we think that you might want to give it to somebody else. So we had this idea. Nominated, mate! Nominated, mate! Nominated, mate, for a gift they'll hate!
Yeehaw! That is right. Nominate a mate for a gift they'll hate. Give your mate a burden.
Yes, because we went in there thinking, what's the best thing we can get in the op shop? And then we went, nah. What's the worst thing we can get for $10? And we have a huge prize pack.
Let's go through our prize pack today.
Keep your friends in mind. Who would want this?
Yeah. Or who wouldn't want this? And then, because really, we'll get you guys to call up in a sec. We'll be like, why should my friend want this?
Yeah.
And then give us their address, and this will rock up on their doorstep.
Yeah.
Boy, will they be disappointed.
We're already getting calls.
The phone lines are melting. All
okay,
right.
Once we start reading out the prizes, I bet this guy's going to hang up. What's the first prize that we have here?
The first prize we got was Jurassic Park 3 on VHS. $2 there. So that's a steal.
That's great. So the next prize we have is a Minion plushie, which looks like it was got out of one of those claw machine games, but it still has the tags on it. It's brand new. $2 from the op shop.
Yeah, Minions are still relevant. And this next one in the prize pack is a limited edition Michael Bublé Call Me Irresponsible. And I say limited edition because I don't think he sold many.
And the final gift in our gift pack is something that actually made us go over our budget. This took us to $11, but we thought it was too good to pass up because we don't know what it does.
Yeah, I really hated it, so we put it in.
Okay, so this is a musical candle holder, special occasion melodies. Still in the packaging.
So it's a candle holder that plays jingles. Have fun with that. It doesn't come with batteries, but that's just part of the burden.
I don't think you can light an electric thing on fire over food. But, that's why it's in the gift pack. So nominate your mate to receive a gift that will potentially kill him and ruin his birthday.
Give us a call on 1300 161 006. Nominate a mate for a gift you'll hate. That's 1300 161 006.
Give us a call and we'll speak to you soon. This is Luke and Lewis for lunch on Triple M Modern Digital. Nominate a mate. Nominate a mate. Nominate a mate for a gift they'll hate.
Yeehaw!
So, before the show, we went down to an op shop because we need to give away our first prize pack, our first giveaway, but we have no giveaway budget, so we spent $10 at an op shop.
We actually went over budget, 11.
We tried to get the worst prize pack ever. We have a Minions plushie that was previously from a claw machine, tag still attached, brand new. We have Jurassic Park 3 on VHS, previously a Video Easy rental, we just noticed.
So that's theft.
It was an overnight rental, though, so obviously it was a banger at some point.
Never got returned.
We got a Michael Bublé Call Me Irresponsible album, one that no one has ever heard of.
I hate that.
And the worst gift, a musical candle holder.
That's the real stinker of the pack.
So, shall we go to our first caller? Sev, why should your mate receive this awful gift pack?
He absolutely hates Minions. I'm pretty sure I walked in on him trying to strangle one or drown it in the sink.
Yeah.
As in a toy or an actual Minion?
I couldn't tell. It might have been a dream. I don't know.
Sev's dreaming about his mate drowning Minions. All right, thank you very much, Sev. We'll go to our next caller, Bethany. Why should your friend receive the worst gift pack of all time?
I just reckon it's funny to see them suffer and just get a whole bunch of random crap and then just choke when they see the Minions because they really hate Minions.
Another person hating Minions.
Who are you going to nominate for the gift they'll hate?
My friend Shane.
Yeah, and does he hate Minions?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So the Minions is becoming the real stinker of the pack, isn't it? I thought it was the musical candle.
I think the musical candle, it has a use. But we'll go to our next caller, Patrick. Why should your mate receive the worst gift pack of all time?
Well, I was going to say because he hates Minions, but I heard that the first caller said that, so I need to think of a better reason, and I have one. You see, if he got the VHS, he'd be happy with it just to have the VHS, but he doesn't have a VCR, so he'd be mad to have it because he doesn't have a VCR.
That's good. So he basically will just get a useless paperweight.
Yeah, and he's just gonna try and shove it in his DVD player if he still has one of those.
That is a great reason. Thank you very much, Patrick. And our final caller, Bob. Why should your mate receive the worst gift pack of all time?
What was that? Sorry.
Why should your mate receive the worst gift pack of all time?
You're on the radio, Bob.
Oh, because he's leaving me for the US, mate.
Oh, so you want to send him on his way with some awful merch.
He's not going to let... Yeah, I don't think he'll get let through customs, Bob, with the Jurassic Park 3. They'll be like, that seems suspicious. Who's still carrying around a VHS?
Also, you can't put a VHS player in the back of an aeroplane seat to watch it on the TV entertainment, can you?
Alrighty.
So I think we're going to have to deliberate here.
We need to put everyone on hold. We'll put you guys on hold, and now we need to work out who would hate this the most.
Now, all of the first three callers just hate Minions, but was it Patrick said that his friend does not have a VHS player?
That's really annoying.
Or a VCR player.
Yeah, and I'm assuming his friend's not a fan of Buble as well.
Yeah.
I think...
I'm leaning towards that because if he doesn't have a VHS player, he also probably doesn't have a CD player either. And I would say, unless it's his birthday, he wouldn't have a birthday cake either.
But Sev's mate did try and strangle a minion in the sink.
That's true.
That's a strong hatred.
Do we really want to encourage minion violence?
That is despicable behaviour, you could say.
I don't think we should be encouraging violence against minions, so I reckon we give it to Patrick. What do you think?
Yep. Patrick.
Right. Patrick, congratulations.
Patrick, you've just nominated your mate will receive a gift that he hates.
Congratulations, Patrick. You've won the worst gift pack of all time, or at least your friend has. How does it feel?
Unbelievable. I gotta say, I wasn't expecting to win, so thank you guys very much.
Oh, no, it's not a win.
And also, Patrick,
it's an absolute loss for your friend.
And you haven't won. Your mate has won the worst gift pack of all time. What do you think your friend's going to say about this when it arrives on his doorstep?
He'll probably be like, I don't know. He'd probably just be extremely confused. In fact, I'm not even going to tell him.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, don't
it's
tell
better
him.
to receive a surprise minion and whatever else is in it gift pack. I wouldn't want to be told about that in advance. That'd ruin my whole week.
All right, thank you very much, Patrick. Stay on the line. We'll get your mate's address and we'll post this out to him today and he will receive a surprise. It's basically worse than a letter bomb, this thing. So thank you very much for listening, guys. We'll be right back after this. Luke and Lewis for lunch on Triple M Modern Digital. It's time to talk about the future.
Well, here's the thing. Everyone loves theorising about the future and all the possibilities that humanity...
What do you mean theorising? We always nail it.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think we do. Like, it always seems like people 50 years ago had such high hopes for the future. Like, by 2018, there'll be flying cars, we'll be living on Mars. I'm looking outside right now. There's a bird, and it just pooped. So...
Oh, it did?
Yeah. So, there's...
And you can't drive
cars.
a bird.
That wasn't a BMW bird. That was just a regular seagull. Yeah. So no flying cars.
Not even a Holden bird either.
Yeah.
Don't even get a bad
strain-made bird. Keep it in the country. All right.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, everyone always makes these crazy predictions about the future, and very, very rarely does it ever come true. Like, look at Back to the Future.
Yeah, well, yeah, Marty McFly in the future. Oh, voice recognition came true, but expanding pizza is not a thing.
Yeah, but voice recognition doesn't work.
Well, like Siri.
How many? I was in the car with my girlfriend.
To be fair, his didn't work either.
Oh, that's true.
They predicted that we'd have poor voice recognition.
Because whenever you talk to Siri, they just don't understand you. So actually, this whole segment's ruined because Back to the Future has predicted everything.
Well, not flying cars, not expanding pizza. There was a lot of things. Jaws.
The segment's
18.
back on.
Yeah.
So tell us more about the future, Luke.
I looked up a few things. Here's this one. So it's currently 2017, right? That's a fact.
Yes.
13 years away, they reckon we're going to be able to copy human consciousness onto an electronic medium to achieve eternal life. So you can copy your consciousness...
Copy your brain onto a USB.
Correct.
But why would you want to do that?
Probably a hard drive. Do you reckon, how small is your brain that you could fit that on a 2 gigabyte? Mine would at least be a terabyte.
I own a 128 gigabyte hard drive.
Yeah.
Mate, you probably do have a terabyte worth of useless thoughts.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, but
it's all just food for thought, kicking about there like 900 meg. And
yeah, I feel like, though, putting your brain into a USB, right, you would obviously do that while you're still alive, but wouldn't If my brain just suddenly went into a USB, I don't have my body, I can't perform, I can't do this radio show, I think I would just end up with a really old human version of me and then a really depressed USB version of me. Like, please eject me without doing it properly.
Yeah.
I'm sick of this.
Because you wouldn't be compatible for Windows. So you're just like, oh.
Exactly. Like, if you put me on a Mac...
because you'd have no purpose. USB, you just sit there on a bench.
Yeah, you would have to build me a whole body as well.
Stimulated.
Yeah. I can't just be sitting on a USB hanging out with my own thoughts. That'd suck. I'll be like, I really want to read some comic books. Maybe I'll download them from the internet.
Yeah, your brain's cool, man. I'm glad I'm not hanging out with you.
Hey, wait, quickly. US brain.
That's not the acronym. So in 2036, right, fast forward 6 years, they honestly think they're going to have transhuman sport competitors. So that's like a dog combined with a human kicking around a footy in 18 years or something.
But no, well, really, that would mean they would have to have it now because you would want your transhuman to be at least 18 years old. Otherwise, you would just have transhuman infants crawling around or running on their four legs, but also speaking human.
Either way, it's going to be the same old things. In 2036, there's still going to be like the same people clipping their fingernails on the tram. They'll just be clipping it with laser beams. Like, it's just going to be the same old stuff, but nothing's going to change. We're just going to be doing it more efficiently.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we'll have flying cars, but people are still going to be rear-ending each other.
Yeah. I'll still have a car which is currently like at a place. Jeez, I really need us to call the insurance company. Anyway, that's a personal issue I'm bringing up on air.
So for you, the future's going to suck. But for us and the listeners, the future's going to be great because in our next segment, we have our very first interview coming up with none other than Jack Post. We are joined by a very special guest. Please welcome Jack Post to the show. Welcome, Jack.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Jack is our very first guest, and Jack Post, if you don't know, is the panel operator on the national hit drive radio show Hamish and Andy.
Not just the panel operator, though. You also work behind the scenes. You're billed as the producer.
That's right.
Or one of.
And when you came to me to ask me if Hamish and Andy would be a guest on your show, I said that they wouldn't. And then you asked me to come on. So,
yes. Yeah. So we've settled for second best as
third
usual.
resort.
Third best on Triple M Modern Digital. Now you've been working with Hamish and Andy for 8 years now as a panel operator, so you're pretty much a professional.
I've been behind those buttons for a long time. Yeah.
And what's been some of your favourite moments over the years? Because you guys are wrapping up at the end of the year.
Behind the panel, pushing the buttons, or you mean
just any moments from the show, whether or not it's your
just
band
before
tour?
you answer that question, I wanted to ask Michael, how long have you been pushing buttons for?
Like probably about a year now.
About a year.
Yeah.
Can I just say, I've seen Michael in and out the building, like learning the trade.
Yeah.
When I learnt for the first time 8 years ago, it was like, come in, this is the buttons you push. Good luck. You start on Monday. Michael's been doing the apprenticeship of all apprenticeships. He's been in here every night for the past, I feel like you almost started when I started, but you've been training. You've been doing this training program for many, many years, and he's finally been let off into the wild on his own.
Yeah, but we don't really want someone in training behind the button. So, Jack, could you
do you want to
panel your own interview?
Michael?
You want me to jump on the buttons?
Well, we just want this interview to be professional. Yeah. So if you could jump behind the buttons. Michael,
I'm going around now.
Can I just say thanks to Jack for being so kind? I'm not used to that kind of feedback from you guys.
Well, now that you've had a little bit of kindness, Michael, could you please stand in the corner and don't touch anything?
Actually, could you turn around for the duration of the interview?
Yes, don't even watch this. Just stand in the corner, mate. Turn around.
All right, so now Jack is paneling the thing, which is...
So I'm on the other side. I'm at the buttons area. And can I just say, Michael, it is a very old, tired and used radio device to make fun of the person pushing the buttons. So if they do that to you, that's just sad and they really should. They really should stop it.
Excuse me, Jack. You're behind the panel now, so I
now we
command
can
respect.
belittle you.
So yeah, what were your favourite moments?
So look, I can play with all these now, can't I?
You can press whatever you want. Just stop. Excuse me.
No, that's the
Gizmo Wizard. Please cease and desist, Jack.
Just making sure it all works.
Okay, this interview is about you, not the buttons. Please tell us your favourite moment of Hamish and Andy.
Hands down, going on the band tour and getting to play guitar for the Cool Boys in the Front Mat, which is a band we started amongst the three of us on Hamish and Andy. I always wanted to be in a rock band when I was growing up, and this is the closest I'll ever be to it. So it was pretty real. For a couple of photos of me, with the guitar in front of an audience,
mid jump as well. I saw some of you on the jump, and I was just like, "You're vicariously living your dream through this show."
That's right. If I lose my memory, like get Alzheimer's one day, I can look at that and go like, "Geez, I really did live out my dream." I remember none of the context.
And what's the plan after the show finishes?
Yeah, well, we've got 7 weeks left of the year, and then Hamish and Andy say goodbye to radio.
But do you say goodbye?
At the moment, I am in limbo, so I am looking for a job of some sort.
Oh, well, we actually just fired Michael and replaced him with you. So how do you feel about working on the prestigious Triple M Modern Digital?
What a downgrade.
I've only just found out about Triple M Modern Digital.
So is everyone else.
Where is it? Where's it going? Are you guys
we're national except for Perth, Tasmania, and Northern Territory. So we're not really national.
No one's got digital radios there yet, maybe.
Yeah, or electricity yet.
I think we're just on the East Coast in Adelaide.
I mean, I'd love to be here because it feels like the kind of radio station where you can really say anything and get away with it because nobody's listening. So you can swear, you can say bad things about politicians. You can do whatever you want.
That's our whole show.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't really been listening because I don't know if I get Triple M Modern Digital in the car. So,
well, thanks for coming on, Jack Post.
Actually, can you stick around after the break? We want to play a game with you. We want to test your panel operating skills.
Yeah, sure.
If that's okay.
Okay.
Oh, he's already on it.
Luke and Lewis for lunch on Triple M Modern Digital. We'll be right back with Jack. Welcome back to the show, and we still have Jack Post with us because it's time for the game segment of the show.
Well, you invited me on as a guest, and now I'm working for you.
Yeah. Well, please don't speak unless spoken to. You are now employed by us.
But also a very welcome guest. Thanks so much for giving up your time.
Yes, we really appreciate it. You didn't have to do this.
You really do cackle, don't you? It's in the background.
It's my trademark.
Yeah. So we have a game here now. As you made a big claim in our interview just before that you were a panel expert. So we thought that we would do a panel quiz show.
And the panel for people at home is the buttons that fire off all the songs, music, sound effects, turns on the mics on and off.
Yes.
Very important role inside a radio.
And we wanted to test your knowledge on paneling in general. So if you could fire off your own opener to this thingo.
Yes.
All right. So this is something you guys have made, is it?
Made
an intro for you.
All right. Is it? Well, what's it
this
called?
is the first question.
It's called So You Think You Can Panel.
So you think you can...
He can't find it. We're off to a bad start.
Is it this? Oh, it's this.
Michael's giving him tips already. He's failing already. All right, hit it.
So you think you can panel.
Panel, Jack Post.
Very good, relevant, up to date. Okay.
Yes, we're all about relevancy on this show. Yeah. Now, your first question, Jack Post, is about the panels. How many solar panel systems are installed in Australian homes?
An exact number?
Yes.
22,408.
Incorrect. 1.4 million. Please hit the wrong sound button.
Wow.
Yeah, you were way off.
22,000 does sound low now that I say it.
He's not a paneling expert.
Yeah, you call yourself a panel expert. Okay. Your second question, Jack Post. Are you ready? How are you feeling about the quiz so far?
I thought it would be some sort of stitch-up, so I'm not surprised.
In car repair, what is a common panel beating technique?
Is it a multiple choice question?
Yes, there are 7 answers, so seeing as you're the panel expert, you should be able to get at least 6 of them.
Buffing?
Incorrect. Hit the incorrect sound button. Okay.
I thought after you did all your repairs, you might buff it.
No, I would actually have said that.
Smooth.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Can I have some of the answers to see what I missed out on?
You missed out on realignment, shrinking and stretching, planishing, welding, filling, sanding, and spray painting.
Now you know it.
All right, so this one's an easy one. This one is about paneling.
How many questions in the quiz?
This is your third question. We have 4 questions for you. So, But this is probably the most important one, and I think you should be able to get it.
And I only have to get one right.
Yes, you only have to get one right. Okay. On the 1998 television show, The Panel, name one of the regular panelists that were on the panel.
Tom Gleisner.
He's done it. He's done it. He's got one right. He got a paneling question. Congratulations, Jack. How do you feel?
The panel might have been before your time, but I could probably name all the panelists.
It's a big call. Go for it.
Rob Sitch, Glenn Robbins.
Yep.
Kate Langbrook.
Yes.
One more.
Santo Chilaro.
He's done it. The paneling expert.
It before the show.
That's too many dings, Jack. You're getting ahead of yourself because you got the final question. This one is actually about sound panels.
Okay.
So you should be able to get this one, right?
Good luck.
Okay.
To me.
Without looking, what is the brand and model number of the sound panel you are currently standing
All
at?
right, I've closed my eyes. And I have no idea. Is it something Klotz with a K, maybe?
Yes.
Klotz?
Yes, that's the brand.
Oh,
What's
so
the model
close.
number?
The C3PO.
Wrong,
No.
R2D2. You were so close.
It's the Klotz Vatis DC2. Hit the incorrect sound button, Jack. Okay, but you got 1 out of 4, so, you know, you're
No, he
kind of...
technically got 6 because he got all the panel members from the show, the panel. So I
That's
think
I
he
got
wins.
6 out of 4.
Yeah, I think you win.
Okay, so you are a panel expert, but just in relation to the panel TV show from 1998. Congratulations, Jack Post. You've done it. You're a panel expert.
Guys, thanks for having me on.
Thank
All
you very
good.
much for having us on your show since you're running it.
Luke and Lewis for lunch on Triple M Modern Digital.
Do I play the song or should I let Michael back in to play it?
Let Michael press the button because you're
All
done
right,
now.
Just a second, guys. Here we go.
Luke and Lewis for lunch on Triple M Modern Digital. It's time to talk about everyone's favourite topic of discussion, which is celebrities who peak too early.
Love it.
Nothing better than that.
Love someone who achieves fame and greatness and then spirals down, and that's when I tune in, on the spiral down.
Oh, yeah, it's the best. The news articles. This
The
person-
ascent's just boring. You know,
Yeah.
the descent. Whoa.
That's exciting.
yeah,
That's
it's
what
a-
they should really make a movie about.
Yeah, I love ones who completely drop as well. They skydive down.
Yeah, exactly. So, first example, we've got a few here, and I want to know what you think. I've got one. You've got a couple. Lindsay Lohan, peaked too early.
What? Really?
Yes.
I think she's still coasting very, very successfully off the Herbie Fully Loaded fame.
When did Herbie Fully Loaded come out?
2005, but I'm still reeling from that film. It was an emotive classic about a talking car. Not a talking car. It was like a.
It was like an emotive car.
It was
at
like
best.
it was like a discount Brum.
That it needed a driver. Brum never needed a driver.
No driver. Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
Brum was sentient.
Brum was
Herbie hasn't
like-
got anything on Brum.
Yeah.
But okay, so Herbie Reloaded was great.
Yeah.
Name one thing she's done since Herbie Reloaded. Luke.
Jimmy Fallon in 2013. Just looked up her IMDb. There's not a lot on there. Well, she was in jail for a bit, so it's hard to.
there you go.
It's hard to make media appearances when you're locked up, but
Oh,
she
yeah.
did her best.
That's a bit of an excuse. Okay, so maybe you know what?
All right.
Lindsay Lohan probably was the most famous person in that jail. So
Yeah.
we'll give her that. All right, most famous person
All
in
right,
jail.
what about
do you
Shia
have?
LaBeouf?
Shia LaBeouf?
Shia LaBeouf.
Shibbity Bop. How do you say that guy's
Shia.
name? He's
I
just
don't
got one
know.
of those names that are just everyone has a different
Maybe
way.
that's what happened to his career. People couldn't be bothered to pronounce it, so they stopped giving him roles.
Yeah.
I thought he was quite good in Transformers.
Yeah, but didn't he like trash talk the director? No,
Yeah.
that was Megan Fox.
No, everyone trash talked the director. Have you seen a Michael Bay film?
Yeah, that's true.
There's strong
Yeah.
reason to trash talk. If you've ever seen
I
one of
actually
his
never
films,
thought of that. When I saw Megan Fox trash the director, I was like, oh, that's a silly decision. Then she got kicked off the show, and then Shia did the same thing. And I was like, oh, that's a silly decision.
no, and then you
He got
watched the
kicked off.
film, and then
I
you went,
watched it,
"Oh,
and I was like, oh, I would also love to get kicked off this show
Yeah.
if I was ever employed.
yeah, Transformers 4 was rough." Mark Wahlberg's got a tough deal, but anyway, he's been since he did in Indiana Jones 4 as well. Again,
I don't know.
That
I
was a
feel like
mistake.
when you're up to 4, it doesn't
Yeah.
count as getting a role.
all right. Have you got another one?
Yeah, I've got Macaulay Culkin, the kid
Oh,
from Home Alone.
Yeah.
See, I think he is the poster child of peak too
He
early.
did that other one, isn't he? Some kid in Richie Rich, or isn't he that?
He
kid?
did that movie. Oh, I saw that movie. It
Yeah.
was horrendous.
Yeah.
Because it just looked like the Home Alone kid got a lot of money and he lost all of his like homicidal tendencies. I'm like, dude, where's the traps?
I think every Home Alone star is now retired. Joe Pesci gave up after that film.
Who's Joe Pesci?
The robber in Home Alone? The
Yeah.
tall one, not the tall one.
Yeah,
no,
right.
wait, the small one, not
Not the
tall
small one. Yeah, he definitely peaked too early. Oh, this actually, you know what? I was going to say that Macaulay Culkin was the poster child of peaking too early, but I have an even better example, and I think you're going to agree with me. Luke and Lewis.
Oh yeah. Triple M Modern Digital. This is
This
How
is
can
the
we top
height.
this?
Yeah, we can't top this. It's only downhill from here. We're going to go down to like maybe Triple M analog, but you know that's not modern or digital.
No.
That's just on the way down. Luke and Lewis for lunch on Triple M Modern Digital. Luke, give me the latest. What's been happening down in Diamond City, just across the road?
Oh, in the busy hustle. Okay, this is unfair. We've already decided that it wasn't a city. You can turn that off, Michael. You mean in the busy hub that is Diamond City?
Yes,
Yeah.
because even though it's 30 kilometres away, you did prove that it's around the corner by
just
walking to work.
down the road. I had a spider in the shower this morning.
Right, so again,
Probably the most interesting thing that's happened all week.
yeah. I mean, there's for a big city, it's also quite quiet, which is convenient. So just a spider in the shower. What do you mean? Was it?
As in, like, I don't know. I think it crawled out of the drain. I got no idea. It was either hiding under the door because I clocked it between like the drain and the thingo. And you know what the worrying part?
So you got in the shower.
Dude,
with the spider?
I was 2 minutes into my shower and then saw it, and I
Mate,
just
you should
went.
only be having a shower for 2 minutes. You're wasting water.
I was just about to hop out, and then trust me, I got out of there real quick once I saw it.
So what happened?
Yeah, I just got out of there, and then it crawled up onto the roof, crawled up next to me on the wall. I had to hunch, like, next to the wall for the entire shower. You know how you already feel vulnerable when you're nude?
Yeah.
Imagine being nude and being intimidated by a spider, something like
It is quite
half
spooky.
the size of, well, not even half.
It's a big spider.
Yeah, but just something so small.
Yeah.
I was the most vulnerable I've ever felt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, that's not the weirdest thing.
It was
being in the
emasculating.
shower. So that's happened to me. Animals in the shower is quite a weird thing. Like, that happened to me. Our dog recently had surgery and it had stitches and it didn't want to wear the cone to stop it from chewing the stitches. So we just decided to watch it and make sure if it ever chewed them, we would stop it. But one day I was home alone and I really needed to have a shower. So I thought, I'll just bring the dog into the shower with me.
Dog in the shower?
Not in the shower, but like in the bathroom. I was like, here, dog, you sit down, just chill out, chillax, and watch me shower.
I reckon spider in the shower is better than dog in the bath.
Yeah, that's true.
Scarier.
There is something
Because
weird.
mine was it a domestic spider?
No.
I did name it though.
Yeah?
Peter, rest in peace. I didn't kill him, but I don't know.
Assume that he's just...
I mean, Mum's been home all day, and I don't think she'd let that fly. To be
Yeah,
honest,
That's true. That's true. She wouldn't let that spider.
Yeah. But another good. Wow. Okay, so another one I had. This is the best one that's happened just down the road from Diamond City in Yarrambat. There, once at work, there was a sheep on the golf course, but then went into sign. Sheep in the clubhouse.
Oh, okay.
That's better than
so
spider in the
there's
shower.
a farm next to the golf course.
Yeah, it did escape from a
city.
nearby, nearby city farm, and it escaped into the golf course and just started running amok in there. People calling up, freaking out. Sheep in the golf course.
Yeah, because sheep are not very rarely domesticated,
No.
so it's not going to come to you, and they're big, so they're strong.
And because I was like the lowest ranked person on duty at the time, it was then my jurisdiction. But I was happy with that because, you know, I dressed up as a shepherd in some like nativity play in kinder.
So you have experience.
Yeah, it was under my jurisdiction. I was like, I just grabbed my staff, put on my biblical robe, and I was like, let's get this bad boy. And I herded it into the car park. And then, I actually don't know. I think I just left it in the car park.
Okay, so
But that's
you just
better than in the clubhouse. I herded it out of the room into the car park.
So
which is pretty much like a city farm.
You just made it someone else's problem.
Yes, correct.
Like a leaf blower.
Yeah, leaf blowing the woolen goat out of there.
Luke and Lewis for lunch on Triple M Modern Digital. That brings us to the end of our last show for the week because Luke and I are off to tour New Zealand.
Yeah, we're not just not coming in.
No. We are not coming in, but we do have a good reason for
Yes.
it. I'm going on tour, doing a whole bunch of shows in New Zealand for the very first time. Bringing
Middle
Luke
Earth,
with
first
me.
time ever in Middle Earth for
I'm
me.
super excited to go to Hobbiton.
Are we going to go?
Yeah, we're
Lewis-
definitely going.
Lewis's shout.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Do you get
Unconfirmed.
charged to go in there?
To be,
bet
I
you
don't know.
do. I bet it costs
It's a
heaps.
tourist attraction. What else have they got?
We'll see how much it is,
We'll-
and if
we'll
you've been a
find
good
out.
boy, I'll take you to Hobbiton.
If I've been a good little hobbit, I'll be able to go.
Exactly. But we're not going to be here until Monday. So this is the last show of the week. We're not going to be here Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, but we will return for Monday, and we're doing a full week, which is at the moment rare for us.
And next week's our race.
Yes.
Next Thursday.
Yes, so I'm going to be training in New Zealand. I'm going to run around New Zealand.
Mordor and back.
So thank you very much for listening, guys. That's the end of the show. Make sure you check us out online on Facebook, Instagram, and rate us on the podcast app as well. If you want to catch up on any shows you've missed, that was Luke and Lewis for lunch on Triple M Modern Digital. See you Monday.